If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you gotta do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code Pharaoh, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code Pharaoh, and your first deposit will get doubled. We now know the 2024 NBA All-Star starters out west and the reserves. So congratulations to these dudes who will be gracing Indianapolis in the upcoming weeks. In the backcourt, we got Luka Doncic representing Dallas. He'll be joined by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a starter. Congratulations for him, first time. And then there will be LeBron James, who's been an all-star starter, an all-star more than anybody, Kevin Durant, and the reigning finals MVP, Nikola Jokic. For the reserves, here's where we get to the drama. This year, it's Devin Booker, it's Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Karl Anthony Towns are your all-star reserves out west. Please check my previous video for out east if you're interested in that. I was not happy about Trae Young not making the game, and I'm not happy about what happened out west. So I'm going to put on the screen right now how I had the all-star reserves out west. This is probably the worst I've ever done. I usually get maybe one pick wrong. There have been years where I don't get any wrong. I pretty much have a handle on who's going to make the game because I watched the game so damn much of the season. So I had Steph Curry a part of the game. I did not have another Phoenix Sun a part of the game. Devin Booker did heat up later. To be fair, I made my picks like 2 weeks ago. Devin Booker has been sizzling. I had Anthony Edwards a part of the game. I did not have Karl Anthony Towns a part of the game. So the coaches gave the Clippers two guys, Kawhi and Paul George. I did not have it that way. The way I did it was I had one of these three. I didn't care who you picked. I thought they were all deserving at spots. Kawhi, PG, or Harden could have got in the game for me, but only one Clipper was how I had it. I'm not mad at that Clippers squad getting two guys. I guess I'm not that mad about that. Anthony Davis, I had him in the game. So I actually had Victor Wembanyama making the game his rookie year. You got to understand there's a hierarchy to this thing. I knew it was like a hop, skip, and a jump to put Wemby in it. I just thought Wembanyama and what he's given to the league this year from an excitement perspective, and he's actually had some really big games for a bad Spurs team. I definitely would have had him in the game over Karl Anthony Towns. That's just ridiculous to me. Now, here's where the bulk of the country versus is going to come in. Before y'all Sacramento Kings get mad at me, let me just show y'all how I had it. I had De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis making the game. The Kings got nobody in the All-Star Game 2024. And I'm going to tell y'all this, honestly. I'm not mad at it. Even though I had both of those dudes in the game, the more I thought about it, y'all want to know something? I went and looked at Domantas Sabonis' stats from the 2023 All-Star Game. I think he had 6 points in about 12 minutes. De'Aaron Fox had a goose egg in about 9 minutes of action. So the Sacramento Kings are off to a good start this year. Last year, they were a great team at this point in the year. They have not been as exciting. And we talk about Sabonis. He's had a couple of good stretches here. Not as exciting with the triple doubles this year. He's had a few late, but not as exciting with the triple doubles. That flair, that feeling that he could get it every single night hadn't been there a lot of the season. And then De'Aaron Fox hadn't been as clutch with the buzzer beaters like he was last year at this point. So the Kings get no one. I'm not mad at it. These dudes went to that All-Star game last year, and they didn't do nothing at all. They were boring. And if the Kings are not going to be great, which they are not great so far, they've kind of pulled back. Minnesota and OKC's kind of taking their spot this year. I'm good with the Kings not getting anybody. I'm good with it. They have not been exciting. This doesn't feel like the flame has been lit, the candle's been lit. Nothing feels lit about Sacramento. As a matter of fact, they feel like they're going to get eliminated in the first round no matter who they play out west. That's what it feels like. I don't think the Kings got super snubbed. The more I thought about it, these dudes are just not as exciting. And again, part of this game is to entertain. Part of making the All-Star team is to entertain. I know people don't talk about this often, but part of being an NBA player, the most important piece is to entertain the audience, to want to watch you and want to come see you play. And when was the last time you wanted to see Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox play basketball? Not name any Kings fan out there. I'm sorry, y'all. They're not exciting, and they're not as hot as they were last year. Sabonis and Fox would have had to do something extraordinary to beat out a Kawhi or Paul George this year. Again, I had the dudes in the game, but I'm not mad at how it ended up playing out. I would have definitely put Wembanyama in over Towns and over Fox and Sabonis. I think Wembanyama has pretty much acclimated to the NBA structure pretty gracefully, all things considered. We've seen a lot of great players not have a lot of team success. So let me know your thoughts, man. I'm interested to know what you guys think about the Western Conference All-Star starters and reserves. I didn't have too much of a complaint about the starters out west. I mean, you could argue, Anthony Davis over LeBron. I'm good with how it played out. I'm fine with that. LeBron's box office. Anthony Davis has probably been a tad bit better than LeBron night to night, but LeBron's the one bringing people out. He's been still great. I'm good with it. Man, the Clippers getting 2 guys in. That's interesting to me. Y'all let me know your thoughts on that one in the comment section below. Time, love, and support is what your boy will never take for granted. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple: to be the best there's ever been. So please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.